Hello children. So welcome to the GK tutorial, and as the syllabus is over, so we are going to revise two chapters today. Let's begin with chapter number 11, name the groups. So you know there are several things in the universe which fall under different categories and different names. Now you have to tell me the names of things which are written over here. What is the common name for those things? So let's play the game and you will tell me what are these. Let's begin with copper, gold, iron. What are these? Yes, tell me. They are the metals. Let's write down, they are the metals. You should know all the spellings also, and you should know the things which are there. You can see that I am wearing a gold bangle. So these shiny materials, hard things, they are called metals. Remember. Number 2, we have rupee, dollar and pound. Whenever you hear the name of rupee, you should know that it is the currency of our country India. When we have to buy something, we use rupees and paise. And when we go abroad, if you go to Australia or America, their rupee is not used. They use dollar. And when you go to UK, then they use pounds. They don't use rupees over there. Okay? So what are these? These are together called currencies. You have to spell the word currencies. So different countries have different currencies. Okay? So remember this thing. The number 3 is axe, spade, knife and scissors. Where do we use a knife? If you don't know the meaning of axe and spade, you know the meanings of knife and scissor. I will tell you, axe is a big tool which is used to cut down trees, and spade is also a tool used by the gardeners to dig the earth. So all these items are tools that make our life easy. They make our life easy. We can do various things with the kitchen knife, or with a scissor we can cut paper, we can cut cloth according to our size. So these all are tools that make our life easy. At number 4 we have wheat, rice, bajra and maize, and these are things we eat. Do we eat them full? No, we eat the powder form of wheat, and that these 4 things are called cereals. They are very necessary for our health. We need to eat each one of them turn by turn. Sometimes we eat rice, sometimes we eat flour of wheat, which you call atta at home. All of you eat, no? So that is bajra is also eaten in the form of a powder. So maize also. So these are the cereals. cereals. You should know all the spellings properly, right? Now next is very easy. Chair, table, sofa, almirah, all these things we have at home. And what do we call them? Together they are known as, tell me, furniture. They are called furniture. Very simple. And next, number 6 is tea, juice, coffee. You love to have cold drinks. I know many children, they love to have Campa and Coke. So these are also, they also have a common name that is called beverages. These are the things, these are the drinks that give us energy. When we feel tired, then we have tea or coffee or cold drinks. So these are called beverages. Beverage. So please remember the spelling also and the word also. These are all new for you. Some words are very new. Next is cup, plate, glass, spoon. All these are what? Utensils. But if they are made of glass and bone china, then we call them crockery. What do we call them? Crockery. Mama says, no, where is my crockery? Go and bring the spoons. All these things we use in the kitchen for eating purpose. All of you know this? It's very easy. So we come to number 8. This is also very easy. All the children, even small children, they know that there are 8 planets around in the solar system. But they have mentioned only 3 in your book, 3 or 4. Earth, Mars, Jupiter. These are the names of planets. Yes. So I think all of you know these answers. The group of these is called planets. The 9th number is bangle, ring, chain, and also earrings. All these what your mother and sister wear. These are the ornaments or the jewelry items which are made maybe of gold, maybe of any metal, and they look so beautiful. So these are jewelry items, or you can also call them ornaments. Go on learning the spellings with your eyes. You should know the spelling of each and every word properly. Not a single mistake should be there, because you all are very good children. You can learn. The last but not the least is pen, pencil, eraser. Where do you buy these things from? You buy them from a stationery shop. Even notebooks, sharpeners, all these things you buy from stationery shop. So that's why they are also commonly known as stationery items. So learn the spelling of stationery. N-E-R-Y. Right? So these are the names of groups of items, and you have to learn all the spellings. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now let's switch over to the next chapter, and that is the favorite chapter of all the children. That is stories. Right when you were in nursery, LKG, you love to hear stories, isn't it? All the children, even I love to hear stories and to read also. So in your book, there are some beautiful story characters, and all these books, I think you know them. You know the stories, but not in detail. So you should buy a book or read from Google and find out about these stories characters, which we are going to discuss now. This is on your lesson number 20, story characters. The first one is a very interesting story. You know, some stories are surprising, imaginary, magical, and adventurous. So this story of Aladdin has got all the criteria, all the basic things which we love to hear. So Aladdin was a small boy, and he was not so rich. He was poor. They didn't even have food to eat. So what happened? He got a magic lamp from somewhere, and when he rubbed the magic lamp, a genie came out, and all his wishes were fulfilled, and he became rich and famous. So you must go to the library or buy the book of Aladdin. Even there is a movie of Aladdin. I think you can see it on YouTube. Okay. So next story is of Snow White. This is also imaginary story. There is some magic, there is some excitement, and it is the story of a girl whose name was Snow White, and she was the most beautiful girl in the whole world. She had a magic mirror, and the magic mirror used to tell who is the beautiful person in the world. So she used to stand in front of the mirror. Any person who stands in front of the mirror, he used to ask, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the prettiest of all? This poem, when you recite in front of that magic mirror, then the magic mirror used to tell the answer that Snow White is the prettiest of all. So read the story of Snow White also. You will get the movie also on YouTube, and you must see it. Then you will know all the details about this girl, and I am sure you have already heard it from your mom. The next story, third story, Fox and the Grapes, is very common. When you were born, even then your mother must have told you the story of a fox. You know, fox are very clever animals. they think that they are very good, and one fox wanted to eat grapes which were very high on the tree vine, very high. It was jumping and jumping, and he wanted the grapes because he wanted to eat, and they were looking so juicy. But the poor fox could not reach the grapes. So she said, "Oh, these grapes are sour, they are not good." So this story also you can read from your comics, your books, and enjoy it. Number 4, we have Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Again, Ali Baba was a very gentle and poor man. He did not have much to eat, but he had to fight with 40 thieves to reach to a magical cave. And then what happened? You have to find out after looking at the movie or by reading the story of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. He faced 40 thieves, and he also, how he fought with them. He was alone, nobody, he was his friend, and he fought cleverly with those 40 thieves. This is the wonderful story which you should read. It is in the Arabian Nights, right? So also read Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Number 5 is King Midas. You know, there is a common saying, a Midas touch. It means there was a king whose name was Midas, and anything he touched became gold. Suppose he touched chalk, that became gold. He got a boon from God that whatever he will touch, because he was very fond of gold, so he asked God, give me this boon that anything I touch will become of gold. So when he touched the book, suppose he touched the book, it became gold. So he was very happy that anything that I am touching, that is turning into gold, and gold is such a valuable metal. So one day what happened, his daughter came along and he touched his daughter. He loved his daughter very much. When he touched her, she also became gold. Then you can imagine what happened to the king. He was so sad. He prayed to God, God, please return my daughter. I don't want this boon, because if daughter will become gold, how can he play with her? How can he love her? Isn't it? So the poor king, what happened at the end? You have to read from the book of King Midas. Very interesting story, which gives you a moral that you should not be greedy. All the stories, they do have a moral. You do learn something that in life what you should do. You should not be greedy anyways. And the last story here is Hare and the Tortoise, the most common story of hare and tortoises. You know that two animals are there. Hare is very fast and tortoise is damn slow. One day I saw in the zoo, he can't move. He moves so slowly. He doesn't know how to move fast. So when these two will run a race, can you imagine who will win? You have to read the story to come to know who won the race and why. I will tell you, it's very strange that the tortoise won the race. Why? Because the hare slept. He slept on the way. He said, he was very proud that I am very fast. Like some children, they think, mere to marks aa jayenge, I am going to come first. So you should not be proud. You should be humble. You should always complete your work first and then think of other things. So in that story, hare became very proud. He slept on the way, and the tortoise won the race by being slow and steady. When you do your work continuously, regularly, you are the winner always. So do read all these stories whenever you get free time. And that's all for today. Bye bye. And read these stories from the books and learn your spellings. Have a good day.